That's what you hear at the door.
Yeah, that was.
Okay. She doesn't open it straight away, and
Come,
instead...
come in.
We shall enter.
What are you talking? What is wrong with you?
Did you hear a woman and a man arguing? Well, not arguing, but having a bit of a
can
tussle,
hear them.
and they walk through the front door, dragging a sled, or the man is dragging a sled behind him.
Is
But
this
what
description time?
I've probably actually untied him from the sled at this point, and I'm just carrying him in my arms. It's just
Okay.
easier that way.
Oh, yes. Yes, if we can do quick descriptions as to what people look like. Start with Kirsty.
Okay, I have a strength of 9 and endurance of 12. Make of that what you will. I'm like Brienne of Tarth.
She's a well-built woman. What are you wearing?
How old are you?
I am 42, but I look about like early 30s.
Sorry, Kirsty, you're really faint.
Hello, is that better?
That's much better.
Okay, I look like I'm early 30s. I'm about 42. I'm wearing a very homespun dress, very medieval. I don't look anything special.
Okay.
And I don't look that surprised.
Solomon, what do you look like?
Tall and rangy, kind of black hair, blue eyes. At some point I was dressed in kind of quite smart clothing. I don't know what Eleanor will make of it, but I was wearing kind of like a suit, but I've been trailing through a jungle and fighting giant sloths, so I'm kind of... my clothing's kind of ruined.
Quick question, Solomon, have you lost your jacket? So you're probably in like an undershirt and torn trousers at this point, is my guess.
I need the jacket because it has a lot of pockets in it, so
Okay.
I'll try to keep it together as best as possible.
Sure. And Aurelia, what do you look like?
I forget my age. 37 or something like that.
Oh, I'm 34.
You're 38, according to your character sheet.
Right. She's 38. She's got a one half of the side is like buzz cutted, and the rest is long blonde hair. She's wearing a
Lab coat?
a lab coat over, just kind of
Like a weird white dress.
We're open at the front.
tank top pants.
And Dion, who's in his arm, is dressed in similar attire to Solomon. He's in a suit, buttoned up at the top, and he's got a long jacket.
Dion's suit's actually in a much better condition, not only
Yes.
because it's been tied to this thing, but also because I've been taking quite good care of it, like when I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the room you're in, it's a single room. There's a cot in the corner. There's the little kitchen over and thing, and then there's like a second cot near the front of the door. And Eleanor kind of waves you towards that to put him down. She doesn't seem that bothered about your attire or anything like that. She's just kind of put him down.
Thank you, good woman. This is my very good friend Dion. I would be very sad if he were to die.
You can cut the crap. You're wearing a suit. She's wearing a lab coat. Stop it.
What?
That is terrible. That is a terrible representation of medieval culture. You realise this?
What?
Again, Kirsty, we're losing you. What? Did you say that you could recognise that we're in suits and lab coats?
Yes. So she.
Yeah, hang on.
I got all that, so I didn't.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so it might not be me then.
No, I got everything.
That's good.
Yeah, we don't have headphones in. We're actually listening to you on an iPad. So if it gets a
Okay.
little bit too quiet, we can't hear anything.
Let me see
Okay.
if I can turn it up a bit then. I can't.
It-
I can speak louder is all I can do if that's not going to deafen Adam.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah, she highlighted that she can recognize your clothes, and she insulted your manner in which you were trying to replicate.
Deceive her,
Yeah.
effectively.
Well, I do apologise. I'm just.
You're clearly very confused. Can you put your friend down on the table?
Yes.
It's like, seriously, I'm sorry this guy is such a doofus. I don't, even I don't know what the hell he's trying to accomplish.
In fairness, you clearly fooled everybody else.
Out of character, I diplomatically caused a war between two planets. I'm character. I have a lot of knowledge of diplomacy, yet I always say the wrong thing at the wrong time.
That's brilliant.
We're letting him do the talking.
It's like walking to a sci-fi convention and I'm treating it like a Renaissance fair, and it's just
Now Amy's gone.
I'm fine. Hey.
All right.
So we'll put him on the table. I'll probably
cot.
just give you what?
Yeah, cot/table
Yep.
that she's
That's
just to do.
The
What?
Put you in the thing.
thing.
And just say, okay, look, he was stupid enough to eat some mushrooms. He's been, in a fever and a little bit delirious for the past, 3 days. I give her the full rundown, blah, blah, blah.
She seems quite knowledgeable with regards to the details she's given. It's obviously she's medically trained, and she's yeah, but it could be scientists of another type. But no, she's clearly medically trained, and she gives you a complete list of everything you need to know, and you're able to identify the exact type of mushroom he's eaten, and you reckon he'll be sick for probably the rest of the week.
Well, it's not fatal. Those are Balerian mushrooms, and he probably shouldn't have eaten them. But the fever will break in a couple of days, and then he'll recover, and you can carry on wherever you're planning. Where are you going? Why are you here?
Oh, long story.
Well, if you recognise suits and lab coats, then do you understand that the spaceship crashed?
Okay, you're telling me there are people in suits and a lab coat wandering around the village, and that there's a spaceship crash somewhere outside the borders.
That's what I just said?
She hangs her head.
She looks really kind of exasperated. She's trying. It looks like she's trying not to yell. Okay, yeah. That. What?
And we'll cut to Adam. Adam, you managed to make your way to the glowing horn, and it's quite a nice building as far as the rest of the structures you've seen.
Okay.
Much more wood decor. There's some intricate carving on the door handle, as well as on the door frame, as well as under the windowsill that seems to pass around the front of the building. And there's a big hanging sign with a golden horn, as though like a trumpet horn, and it's bright gold, and there's lines coming off it.
That's why it's called the Golden Horn, then.
Glowing horn,
Glowing
yes.
Horn, sorry.
Goldie Horn.
Yeah, that's
Golden
why I
Horn.
said golden. Okay.
Ben succeeded.
I'm slowly going to change the name of this
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
It kills me.
I will walk in.
Okay, yeah, you step in. As you step in, you see there are a number of tables dotted around, like you would expect in a normal bar. These are round tables. They've got about 7 to 8 seats to them, and a good third is filled at the moment with men drinking and cheering each other. There seems to be 2 younger girls serving the tables, probably aged between 10 and 14. And there's one woman with long golden hair stood behind the main counter, cleaning what looks like some earthen or lead jug.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to act casual. I'm going to scope out the area to try and work out who's in charge of this place.
Yep.
Then I'm going to slowly sidle over there and start talking to them.
Yep.
Specifically trying to find out what the name of the town is that we're actually in.
Yeah, sure.
And what life is like here, basically. Finding out how they deal with the coronas and things.
Sure. So you, the worst problem is the minute you step in, the tavern goes silent, and most people sat at the tables just turn and look at you, and there's a lot of quizzical glances, and then you hear the
Out by herself?
sorry.
A girl out by herself?
Not quite. They're not that sexist. But no, it's.
I'm just gonna look at like thinking in my head. Oh God, I hope they're not racist.
Oh crikey, yeah, you're black as well. No, they're not. They all turn and look at you. You can see that they've got questions on their faces. But the woman from behind the counter shouts out, "Stop staring and get back to your drinking, lads." And they all kind of cheer and, well, they don't cheer, but they grunt and turn back and start having chats with each other.
I'd be used to people staring at me.
Yeah.
In bars, especially. So, yeah, I suppose in that case I'll just walk over to the woman who said that.
Yep, you walk over to the woman with golden hair at the counter, and she nods and says, "Out of town, I guess? What can I get for you?"
I don't have any money, so I was saying I just wanted some information. Like what?
Do you tell her that you don't have any money?
I'll say that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You can work it off if you work the night here.
What kind of work are we talking? I don't do any hands-on stuff.
She looks at you as though she's shocked that you would even suggest such a thing, and says, "No, just working tables, my dear. You look beautiful enough to attract the right sort of crowd."
That might be a little bit of a waste of my talents.
Oh,
May...
and what are your talents? If not the, she puts her hand over her mouth and whispers, "Hands on."
I'll give her an example dance.
She looks. Can you give me?
It's not a lap dance, by the way.
Yeah. No. Can you give me a dexterity arts roll, please?
I choose to believe otherwise.
I don't do that.
You
fail.
are absolutely shattered, and you do some of your more intricate moves. You try and do some of the best ones that you know, but they sort of just fall flat today, and you're just really not feeling it. And she goes, "That's okay, dear. Working the tables will be fine."
Well, okay, yeah, fair enough. I can't believe I rolled a double on the first dance roll.
All you needed to do was roll a 1 and a 2.
I know.
Fine. The only way you could have failed that.
Never mind. Okay, yeah, I'll agree to do that then.
She smiles and offers to draw you a bath and set you out some nice clean clothes.
Ah, thank you. I was just wondering if you could, before I start, if you could tell me what the name of this place is. Not the bar, obviously.
Yeah. She tells you that the town's called Arahal. It's Arahal.
Arahal. Okay. Okay.
And it's one of the southern towns. Sorry. I haven't actually given the region a name.
Okay.
Forest. That's the. Sorry. Great town. Arahal. Oh no, town is Arahal, and the region is the Dion, Dryon.
Dyon. Okay.
The Dion region, and it's normally known for its timber, forest timber, that it says that it provides. And you'll notice that she calls it a forest rather than a jungle.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that. Fine timber you have as well, I'm sure.
She smiles and she says, some of the best carpenters of the region come from Arahal.
Well, I know where to come when I need some new furniture.
She smiles, yeah. Are there any other questions that you want answered?
I'm just gonna try and get friendly over time as I start doing the job. Can I do a carouse roll for that?
Yeah, you're not starting now.
Okay.
She says work tonight.
Okay.
So she gets you some clean clothes. As I said, she draws you. She tells her. She shouts back to her husband to draw you a bath and set out some clothes for you. And
Okay.
when you're done and changed, she'll set you up and explain how things work. And it's quite straightforward. You're literally just serving tables.
Yep. It's a bit demeaning for me, but I'm happy just to be in civilization with someone being nice to me and giving me a bath.
I'll infect them all with nanobots.
Blaze does not care.
I don't know what you're talking about, Amy. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so that happens. You have your bath, and the clothes that are laid out for you are a long homespun skirt and a sort of rough cotton, sort of like blouse. And there's your trainers are put next to them. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you go through your job basically, and you start work. Well, we'll leave it at that because the others might come and rescue you from your evening's slavery. So we'll jump back to. Well, actually, now's probably a good time to pause because it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Do people want to carry on, or do people like to stop here?
Up to you guys.
Well, Kirsty's so far got about 3 seconds of roll.
That was fully made aware to her
I was aware
when we
that
started
might
today.
Okay.
Yeah, I just Amy, thoughts?
Probably maybe about like half hour. So it's
I mean,
stuff.
I mean, can we go another half hour so we get everyone together in the pub, or?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, we jump back to Elfast. Elfast, that's the one. Elfast, Wyatt, and Solomon standing in her house. Now that you know that Dion's going to be okay, you kind of Solomon, I guess you kind of feel or there's a bit of relief taken off you. There's not much to worry about on that. I've been told to be quiet, so I'm just going to shut up. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to talk about?
Well, okay. Sorry, I do apologise. What was your name? Sorry, Mum.
Elfast.
Elfast. I'm very sorry if I have in any way insulted you or upset you. I just I'm a little bit lost.
You haven't. Well, it makes two of us because you haven't insulted me. You've just made me wonder why there's a spaceship on this planet. There shouldn't be.
There isn't a spaceship on the planet apart from the one that's burning.
Well, you think people are going to notice a fire? It shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. None of this should be here.
I know we kind of got bullied into it by the mafia, and they said that they were going to kill us if we didn't help out. We were supposed to be struck back off the stupid planet, but it all went wrong.
Sorry, Amy, what did you say?
I said speak for yourself.
Okay.
Well, I am speaking for myself and for Dion. We've only just met this lovely doctor lady.
All right. While they're talking, she's going to start getting some stuff to help Dion to make his thing a bit easier, and she's just kind of muttered to herself, going, "What the hell is going on?"
So, are you with the people who shoot at the spaceships that try to land?
Pardon?
You can probably safely assume yes to that answer, but you are unaware of shooting of spaceships. Just spaceships aren't supposed to come here.
We are.
No, we were told that we could get shot at. by the captain of the ship.
Okay, right. Yes, probably my organization, but I don't have anything to do with it. Okay, this planet is a scientific experiment. We're trying to observe the medieval world as it develops naturally without the interference of technology.
We don't want to interfere.
You're I don't even.
Well, okay. All we've done so far is arrive and then act a bit weird. I'm sure we can just pass ourselves off as a bit strange.
Okay, what did you come?
Is there a fail-safe protocol for anybody who does arrive here to get them off the planet so that the experiment is not compromised?
I would have to contact one of the other agents.
Would the fail-safe be killing whoever had turned up here?
I do have weapons in the basement. But no, that's not the fail-safe I'm going for. Because killing you would be even harder to explain.
That's not true. There's a big jungle out there. I mean, sorry, I'm not trying to give you ideas.
Why did you come down here? What are you looking at? I mean, what could possibly be of interest to anyone off the planet?
I cannot field that question.
Can the lady?
I was brought here because a company has set up a research facility here. I know nothing about any sociological experiments on the planet. I was only told that, I was paid to come here and do some scientific testing, and then I was supposed to be taken off planet.
I assume this facility doesn't look like a barn. Okay, so there is a facility on this planet that we didn't know about. There is a spaceship burning somewhere in the forest.
Not too far from the facility. At least they're close together.
Solomon, the ever ray of sunshine.
Let's act with optimism here, because the alternative is not great. Is there anything else I should know about before we move forward?
No, I think we covered everything.
Okay.
The doctor, for a second there, is just like, no, that is not the case. I probably do have something to tell you.
Does she actively show that, or is it kind of...
That is written all over her face.
Okay.
She disagrees with what he's just said.
Kirsty, can you give me a intelligence roll, please?
That is 2d6
3.
plus 3.
You notice that there's something off between their stories. Not that there's something off, but there's something more to it that they're not quite explaining. They still haven't told you why they're here.
Are you quite sure?
Nope.
Would you like some tea?
Yes, tea would be lovely.
Tea solves everything.
Okay, explain while I'm making the tea.
Sure, will you keep an eye on Dion and I'll go make the tea?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know how to use the stove?
Is there like a next room? Yes, I know how to use a stove.
No, it's all one room.
There's probably your kitchen area is probably off to one side where your door downstairs is.
Oh yeah, I have a basement, so yeah, that makes sense.
So we can go to a separate adjacent space.
You don't really want... Oh, you can go away if you want. I don't give a shit. Solomon is not interested in politics in any way, shape,
that's fine. We're going to discuss lady things.
Okay, I'll go with her then. I give some of my salves and stuff to Solomon and say, make him drink this. It'll help a little bit. It'll speed the process up.
Okay.
And
so we go off, and I tell her everything.
Okay, so when you say everything, do you mean absolutely everything that's happened since you've been here, or just everything that's happened since Solomon and his crew have arrived? I say his crew.
We start off with the fact that we had made some discoveries in nanobot technology.
You can talk about the evil mad scientist dude.
But until one of the lead scientists who I was working for went off the deep end, killed everyone in the facility, and ran off with the research.
Do you give a description of the head researcher?
Yes, I probably on a data pad have like a picture of him.
Okay. She pulls out a data pad, which you're kind of expecting at this point. But you also recognise the man in the picture. His name is Dr. Einhart, or Einhart as he calls himself to you, and he was heading east about 5 days ago. You know him as a travelling scholar heading to the capital.
Son of a bitch. Okay,
So you recognize him, don't you?
Yeah, he said he was one of us.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't. Wait, I'm not gonna pretend. Nanobots, whoosh. But I do understand and murdering everybody and then lying to people in my village and traipsing along to the nearest town.
Yeah. Now the next problem, big problem, because there's always another problem, is we had only just made the breakthrough in the nanotechnology before he killed everyone and sabotaged the facility and ran off. I just about managed to lock myself away, but he managed somehow to release the nanobots that we've been working on, and they have been I think infecting people. All of the people that he killed in the facility have since gotten back up again and are very angry and hungry.
She's just staring at you.
Yeah. Yes.
Welcome to my zombie apocalypse.
This is. I really wish I hadn't spent all that time reading zombie paraphernalia when I was a colonist. Okay. Well, good news is that you happen to have found the most paranoid Heisei agent on the planet. Bad news is zombies. Okay. So
well, we think we have managed to recover the backups of the data, and if to get some time, I could try and go over it with my computer, and I could try and work out exactly what's going on. But I don't know if this is a sociological project, like, problems in perspective. I don't want to fuck up your research, but this is also a very bad thing that has happened. And
did the things are they still in your facility or not?
Act as if they are not. I cannot be certain how many have escaped, but work on the assumption that at least some have.
Okay, door there. Door goes downstairs. There are swords. There's a computer with a... The computer won't work because I shot it. Because it wasn't working. There's some power down there. Go down there and try and... Are there any more of you that I need to go and collect before this gets even worse than it already is?
Me, him, the mushroom dude, and one more. There's another woman who had gone for drinks.
Oh, the Gilded Horn.
Yeah.
Even the local can't get it right.
Lol.
Gilded.
Glowing.
She doesn't care.
No, it's the Gilded Horn now.
No, it's the golden horn.
That's the
Gilded Horn.
that's the trick
Glowing
to
golden
it.
gilded horn.
That's the trick to it. Everyone has a different name for it.
Well, you all know what we mean.
The only tavern in the city.
How long do you think it's going to take for you to figure this thing out? And do I need to start? I don't even know. What is going on right now? Right, Kate, the experiment can be maintained because I can get you guys clothing and you can just keep your shit in my house and in my basement, and you're not allowed to remove it until you leave. But I don't know, how are you getting off the planet?
Well, at this stage, we're not. The ship was supposed to coming to retrieve
It's burning.
these three. The others weren't they weren't in the facility. They arrived after Einhart had fucked everything up. I suspect from their story that they were sent to retrieve me and to retrieve the research, but he's managed to, abscond off with it. The ship was coming, but it seemed to have been, we don't even know. End story, it crashed.
Okay, so burning wreckage. Right, so priority would be to either go after crazy psycho murderer, or we at least need to go to the next town because I clearly need to talk to someone else about this.
Okay, just to
that is what they would not tell you.
Sorry, just to jump in here. It's getting to about when you woke up. Then you travel for a couple of hours. It's getting to about midday at this point. At which point, at exactly the same time, Amy, Doctor Wyatt, Blaze, Solomon, and
Dion,
but he's already out. You guys all collapse at exactly the same time.
Obviously, I wouldn't
just
know.
slump to the floor.
I'm gonna walk up to her and examine her and make sure she's all right.
She's breathing. She's fine. She just seems to be unconscious.
Then I'm gonna pick her up and go put her in the bed.
You put her in your bed. Oh, so at this point, you also see that Solomon's on the floor as well.
I do not have enough beds for you people. She kind of moves him so he's vaguely comfortable and gets a blanket and throws it over him. It's like, best I can do, sorry.
Blaze, you kind of just had gotten dressed at this point, as when you collapsed.
I probably collapsed because the clothes are just so appalling to me.
Yeah. You don't quite know what they've done with your tracksuit. As well. But 5 minutes roll round, and you all wake up at the same point. All of you gain +1 to your lowest attribute amongst strength, dex, endurance, or intellect.
So
Mine are all 9 now.
Then you can pick which one it goes into.
Did you say endurance, intellect, strength, dex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any of the 4 physical attributes, as I like to call them.
So, do you collectively collapse often? Please don't say yes. Just don't. I was having a nice day.
Yeah, we're here to make it worse.
I had rather noticed your friend, ally, healer on standby has filled me into the tech stuff that I really don't get.
You also notice when they wake up, Dion wakes up with them.
Oh.
And he shouldn't. And I think I would like to cut it there, because
Just
I'm sure
pointing.
Dion will have plenty to say at this point.
Yay! You've all ruined my character's world.
Hooray!
You suck.
Hey, I haven't.
I beg your pardon. I think you'll find it was Einhart who ruined your world.
Shay.
And that's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
In fairness, he did mess everything up.
Blaze is going to cause a whole mess.
Why?
Because you're interacting.
The locals. That's fine.
Oh, well, it's going to be fine until we pull out the shotguns.
Sounds cool.
Oh my god.
Okay. So yes, I would like to cut it there if that's okay with everyone.
Yep.
Because I think that's a good place to
Okay,
stop.
I'll stop recording.